Welcome back to our series of Outer Wilds videos. These are all from our live stream over on Twitch. If you enjoy them, consider coming over to us on Twitch and saying hi. Regardless, if you've missed any previous versions of these videos here on YouTube, consider going back to the start so you're caught up on the story. Thanks for being here, guys. I hope you enjoy. I need a way to have like a quote of the night chat message and like highlight it or something. I feel like choices were made is the quote of this stream. But normally I end stream around now. And I am getting tired. But I'll give this one more shot. Give this one more go here on this loop, and we'll see how we do. So I was saying, like, remember later in the loop, those people, the owl men, were not there. For whatever reason, we had free roam around that area, and there were no owlmen. However, later in the loop, the dam has broken, and we can't get to that location through the lowlands because it's going to be flooded. What am I trying to say? I think we need to go open this door. Which, to be fair, we did that the first time around too. We had the right idea, I think. And then if we open the door, we can go back through the gorge. Or that's the only way I can think of to get there is to take the raft. Oh man, that's such a long process. But I can't think of any other way. Ooh, wait, maybe in the secret well? But then again, we're subject to the flooding. The safest way to give us the most time would be through the gorge. But I guess the raft, there is a raft from the secret well place, from the island tower. What's the better play? We might be able to get there more quickly from the island tower, but we won't have the full loop to work with. But it might save us time so we don't have to run around that main building, opening the bridge and doing all that stuff. Ouch. We can just get right on that raft and go. We'll try that, and if it doesn't work, we'll do it the other way. So first things first, we need to go to that. Extinguish. Maybe we just go like this. Oh, that's okay. Right. I mean, going to the gorge is really the safest thing. Can't decide though, but that was such a pain running through that house and making the bridge and doing all that stuff. That's probably the smartest thing. Because if we go from here, that'll be cool, but once the dam breaks and that area floods, I guess that is pretty close to the end of the loop anyway, though, when that happens, isn't it? Not like there's a whole lot more time after that. But maybe this is okay. Because like the steps that we need to get on a raft to get back to that area are much less when we go this way. I also realized I leave my flashlight on a lot. Whatever. So, I think there's only a couple steps that we need to take here. Get to the raft. I love this area. This is so cool. I think we come here. Extinguish. Now there's a raft here, I think. Yeah. I'm actually not sure that it's going to take us where we want to go. I think it does. But I don't know for sure. We wanted to ride the raft continuously through all the zones to see if it loops, and we haven't done that yet. But time is too important right now to do that. Okay, so the hope is that this will take us back to that area. And trying to go back to the ship and fly to the Hidden Gorge entrance was not the play. Hopefully this is the play. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to try to find... Wait, where is this? Okay, this is the Endless Canyon, so it does loop. Yeah, this is where that crazy house is. But yeah, trying to go around through the gorge was not the way. Now we're going to go by the vault. Yeah. Okay. So I guess our question is the area after the lowlands, the woodlands, does that take you back to the secret well? But we will not be answering that question this loop. Anyway, we're going to go to that tree. We're going to try to find that tree with a hole in it. And... the problem was that the Owlmen were there. But right, like one time the Owlmen were not there. Is it just later in the loop the Owlmen are not there? Does the dam flooding... Are those the Owlmen? Wait. We learned in one of those slide reels that if you die, you live on in the simulation. Maybe the dam flooding, in the same way it wakes us up, it takes them out of the simulation, the ones that are in the lowlands secret room. But they're dead, so they have nowhere to go back to. But these guys are about to be dead once the dam floods. Assuming these guys are... But, oh, I don't have the bridge. But that would explain why later in the loop, when we were exploring that area, there were no Owlmen. Or I'm insane, and I'm very wrong. Very possible. Bridge. I don't think the dam is broken yet in this loop. Yeah, is there a light over there? Yeah, there's still Owlmen here. They're going from those houses over there to the main building there. And we did some stuff over here. but I don't know that we want to be doing this. This is where we want to be, I think. I have some lights here. So look, there's someone going in the house. There's someone on their way. I feel like I want to wait. But I also feel like I want to follow him so I know where to go. But I've lost track of him now. Are we going to be able to tell when the dam floods? I feel like we hear it, right? Okay, here goes another one. In that vision there were 3 and then he was the 4th. But at this point, how many would have gone? Ideally we follow... Oh, there's another. Ideally we follow the last one, but I don't know when the last one is. It might be never ending. Like if we go now, there's really nowhere to hide. And once we get in that door, there's the staircase and there's a guy guarding. But I remember vividly, we looked around this whole area trying to find the way over there. And these guys were not doing this procession when we were looking around. So they're... Right? Unless I was just getting lucky and like I happened to not run into them. It feels like there's going to be some time when I'm clear. And maybe, please, maybe that's when the dam breaks. That's kind of sad though. If that's right, then these guys are going to be dead. And the real question is, can we find that tree with the secret entrance? Here goes another one. How many have gone in here now? This is the 4th that we've seen, but also this loop has been going on for a while. Anybody else? Pretty dark. Hey, look. Dam breaking. Does something happen to this guy? Let's watch. Oh! They died. Were we right? Does that mean... Okay, wait, yeah, this is gonna tilt, but we're gonna be okay. Wait, let's try to recreate this. Went around like this. Man, I don't remember. Did we go this deep? And we went this way? We just have to... I have to check every tree. So those guys were dead in that lowland secret room, but they were all here. And the flood gets them. Kind of sad. I'm not going to remember where to go. This be it? Here's this thing. And we have the rest of the loop to find it, but like... When I was following that guy, I had my thing concealed the whole time, so I don't know where we were. It would make sense if it was like pretty near the edge here. That looks promising. No. Yet, and here's the end. And there's where we came. Unfortunate. Is it all the way around here? Oh, so close. Wait, here it is. Oh, it's right here. Okay, so it's very close to where we come in. Just right around here. Okay. Thank you, thank you. Okay, we're in. And now they're all gone. Dang, I kind of feel bad though. Like, we know their bodies are dead back on the stranger, but they've been living here in the simulation. I guess the sun was going to explode and they were going to disappear anyway, assuming the stranger gets crushed. Music stopped as well. But can I go through here without getting hurt? Yeah. Okay. Okay. This is the last of our 3 locations. Is there going to be another, like, forbidden archive? Ooh. Oh. That looked like the island tower over there. Yeah, look, there's another container. Now, will that one have symbols on it? Okay, there's a place to set our lantern down and maybe go into the Matrix. Okay, moment of truth. No. They're all burned. We hate to see it. I was so hopeful. Let's see if do we get movie time? Can I go into the Matrix? Oh, okay. I want to go into the Matrix again though. Let's have movie time first. Then we'll explore. So there's still 3 sets of codes we need. Assuming we need to ever open that thing. Okay, so we've seen this symbol before. So here he is on the stranger. That looks like he's on the raft. No, maybe not. No, because he's by his planet there. He's going into a tunnel. Loading. Oh, when we go through and it's like all dark. It's because it's loading the next area. That's crazy. It's not just a dark tunnel. Like loading the next simulation. He jumps off while it's loading? Now why would you do that? So at some point when we're between areas we need to jump off? But it's saying red, danger. What would that do to us? Well, we're gonna have to try for science. Okay. Home planet. The eye is sending out echoes of the eye. The eye is sending out echoes. Oh yeah, they're on a moon around the Saturn thing, of course. That's why when we look up we see Saturn. Okay. They get the echo of the eye. They say, OMG. He tells his friends, come look at this. The eye. Oh, wait. What changes here? Oh, their home planet's dying. So they build the stranger to go because their home planet is dying. Or do they cut down all the trees to build the stranger? There's dead fish. Did they bring about the destruction of their own place to build the stranger? Or is it just happening naturally? Looks like it's getting all dusty. Either way, they leave and they come to this place. Right. So their planet was dying or they caused its death. But either way, they went to the eye. Did I get a ship log update? Like I didn't. Can I get away far enough to get into the matrix? Jump up there. There's somewhere over here to go. I feel like I want to go over there. Is there a secret walkway right here? But we had to get within a certain range, like away from the artifact, in order to do that. And no matter where I go here, I'm not getting far enough away. If someone wanted to tell us we were done here, that would be okay, so I wouldn't go crazy. If that was to happen. Okay. Because I'll sit there for 20 more minutes. Can I not leave? Oh. I forgot how the elevators work. Okay. Thank you, Cal. So I guess let's try this thing where we jump off the raft. Can I go back through? Yeah. I mean, we're running out of time in the loop. Maybe I can make it back. Oh, I'm lost. Oh, here. Of course. Okay, man, this was tricky. So we've been to all the forbidden archives. We're running out of leads. I mean, this raft trick is a lead. Does this take me somewhere that might get me on a raft? I don't remember where this takes us. I mean, we could just walk all the way back around. Oh, I guess we could have teleported over here. Interesting. We gotta remember that. Well, I guess we don't actually have to remember that. We won't come back here. But we know this thing about the Matrix. About how if we set down the artifact and walk away, we're in like Matrix mode. But we haven't actually found like why. And we're nowhere closer to learning the symbols. We could go back down to that secret vault, I guess. Been a while since we've been there. Maybe there's some more we can do there. Wait. This way. We could have gone up there and teleported across. Maybe that's what we have to remember if we want. Raft. Maybe I'm going to keep this concealed when we jump in the water in the loading zone. Preserve the flame. Yeah, I have noticed when we go through here, it's black for a minute before you're in the next area. So as soon as that happens, we're jumping off. I'm scared. My heart rate is going up. Oh no. The tower. That's crazy timing, right? And now the loop is ending. I make it to the gorge. You knew it was going to be close. Spent too much time down there. Not really. It was only like an extra 30 seconds. Well, that's probably for the best, because whatever's about to happen, maybe we want more time to learn about. Oh, electricity? I don't know why I'm trying to make it to the gorge. Like I can get back there in time and do something. Man. One more stream. Okay, nice. Oh, look at us. We went from 2 to 3 to 1. Nice. Yeah, I think... Oh, wait, why can't I do the thing? Oh. Yeah, we have a flashlight. I think that was our last loop for the night, which feels bad. But we'll save whatever we're about to discover. We'll save that for next stream. When we jump off the raft. You know, it's just like the main game. Like, there's nothing preventing us from doing that. We just didn't have the knowledge to know to do that. You know what I mean? It's not like you have to get some item. Oh, I can't doze off because the loop is ending. Okay. Nice. Look at us. Well, we had very nice helper elves sitting on our shoulder. My main cow is right here. With helpful nudges and not spoilers. This was stressful, like the whole the stealth aspect of a lot of the gameplay there. These guys jumping out of the dark and grabbing me. Like, information and problem solving is one thing. But we have to actually be like good gamers in that situation. We gotta be well-rounded. Now what I want to do, I just want to read our ship's log real quick. Oh, just that, huh? A library full of intact slide reels hidden deep underground. Right. There's a container marked with one of the vault seals, but its contents have been destroyed. Right. It was burned. I found a slide reel that shows the origin of the stranger and its inhabitants. Right. That was sad. Intact slides reveal the sacrifice that was made to build the stranger. So they did. They broke down their planet to build the stranger. They really wanted to go see the eye. I found a slide reel that appears to be some sort of air report. It shows one of the stranger's inhabitants jumping off of a raft during a transition between areas and falling below the world. Ooh. Okay, so that'll be the next thing we do. You notice it doesn't have like a... We don't have any more areas with like there's more to discover here. But there are still things to do. We just have to know, like there's text telling us to do it. So I guess it's possible that there's some text elsewhere in here that might give us more leads. But that'll be our next step, is jumping off the raft, and then we'll have to do detective work again. But so far, so good. Yeah. Methodical problem analysis and execution. We gained it up tonight. We did it. I think we've probably spent more than 10 hours at this point in the DLC, which seems to be like the average time. We have played 35.2 hours of Outer Wilds. So we go slow, we gather information, and then we attack. We go fast when we have synthesized everything. What's up, Foos? We did the simulation stuff faster than normal. Let's go. You guys both are saying that we did really well tonight. Yeah, I feel like there's like one thing led to another. I'm gonna give credit to my Splinter Cell days. Have y'all ever played Splinter Cell? I played so much of this game. I think Chaos Theory was like the one I played. All like stealth. Puzzle where you have to go back to the tower after blowing out candles. Yeah. How did we do that? How did I put that together? You've seen gameplay? To be fair, yeah, I don't really play games like this anymore. But Young Jack, here's the full game. It's basically like you're a stealth guy. And you use distractions to get around people. And you have a lot of night vision. This is the green light I'm talking about. So it's not less of like a combat thing and more of like a sneaky thing. I don't know. I feel like it influenced a lot of games that have stealth now. Anyway, yeah, that area with the tower, we didn't just get it in one go. Like we had an idea, but we had to keep readjusting. I feel like I thought initially go to the tower in the simulation, but then there's no painting on the wall. So we were like, wait, where's the painting? It's back on the stranger. But also, the first time we went in that island tower, I turned out all the candles. I was like, oh, maybe we need to do this. But I didn't think, oh, wait, that wouldn't have worked anyway. There was no open door there. I don't know. We knew to turn I don't know. We went beast mode tonight. What can I say? All right. All right, my lovelies. Saturday night. Good people. Coziness. Chill. This beautiful game. I can't think of anything else I'd rather be doing. So, at the beginning of the stream, I was telling Cal some questions I had. Hold on, let me get comfortable. I'm sitting here giving instructions on blanket coziness. Gotta get cozy. Oh. Okay. Now we're cozy. Anyway, I was talking to Cal about some questions I had. Get the toes in. Yeah, this is an important part. So I'm talking about the toes being tucked into the blanket. But it's also just as important, like you put the blanket over top of you and then you make a crease on either side of you. You know what I mean? So whether your hands are like this or your hands are down, you're creased in for optimal warmth. Now, if you have a cup of tea, you're going to have to reach that hand out and you're like, oh no, my hand's cold. It's out of the blanket. But you have to stay as still as you can. You get your tea, you get that hand back in there. Okay? Maintain optimal warmth. Or turn the heater on, but you know. Blanket mummy. I recently got this blanket from LL Bean, not sponsored. It's called like the Wicked Cozy blanket or something like that. If I remember, I'll pull it out next time I get up. It is the coziest blanket in existence. Highly recommend. Imagine I got a LL Bean sponsorship. I'd take it. I'll take anything. Now let's mark our thing. Your heater's broken. RIP. That is not the time of year for that to happen. Okay, well then these blanket strategies we're talking about are even more important for you. You need the crease, the seal next to your body. You know what I mean? Up to the neck. Maybe throw on a beanie. Okay, so the questions that I had when I was watching a little bit of our last gameplay session, I noticed that when the owlmen come up to us in the simulation, I get scared. I get jump scared, obviously. But because of that, I wasn't really paying attention to what they were doing to us. I was just like freaking out. But watching it back, I saw that they like opened their mouth, and I thought they were biting us. They're like, but actually they're like, and they're blowing out our flame. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, wait. There is an option to conceal. Am I blocking it? See? Now this is probably very dumb. And I'm probably going to look very silly. But I have to know, if this is concealed, they can't blow on it. So what are they going to do? Probably like rip our head off or something? Or like, I don't know. They want us out of the simulation, right? So I don't know, but for science, we have to find out. So that's what we're doing first before we go any further. Oh, and also, let's leave the artifact here. Because I noticed that I dozed off in front of the flame. And I woke up with the artifact, even though I didn't have one here. So look at this. No artifact in our hands, right? Let's doze. Wait, am I here without a flame altogether? Without an artifact? I don't have an artifact. Wait, I'm so confused. Oh wait, did it not work? It didn't work. Okay, maybe I was seeing things. No, I wasn't. But we didn't do it from this location. We did it from the subterranean vault, or, you know what, the submerged vault. Maybe there's something different about that location, maybe. Maybe I'm misremembering. That's also very possible. But let's not get too overthinking on that. Let's focus. I tend to go off on tangents now. From this location, the dam's going to break, so we're not here all day. Find some candles. Let's go up to our owlmen, conceal the flame, and see what they do. Oh, didn't I remember there's like a faster way to get there? I think we saw. I think if we look over, give me the candles. Isn't there a teleporter over there somewhere? Yeah, look at us. We've never used this before. Look, okay, there they are. Right, we're here. Get some candles. So this is probably not going to end well. But we have to know. Are they going to pick us up? Are they going to talk to us? Do you see me? It is a little bit too dark for me to really see what's going to happen. Yeah, come over here, dude. Okay, now, look. Flame is closed. What you doing? Oh, okay. It forces it open. Okay. Fair play. Okay. Man, I don't know what I thought was going to happen. Okay, so that's not going to work. I think just part of me really wants to talk to these guys, and I don't want them to be attacking us like that. I want to tell them, hey, we're just inquisitive like the Nomai. We're not trying to hurt you. Or are we? Well, if we open the chamber down there, are we going to do something bad to them? I don't know. But my point is, I just want to talk to them. Okay, so what's next? That experiment failed. Can I get to the... Ooh. Let's go to the subterranean chamber. I have one more experiment. The submerged vault. I feel like I have a hard time, like, calling everything in this game the right thing. You guys know what I mean most of the time, right? Hopefully. If I could look at my ship's log right now, I could name things the right thing, but like... The submerged vault leads to the subterranean lake. I think that's where I'm getting tripped up. So we're going to go to the submerged vault for one more experiment. My urge right there was to go back to my ship and to fly out to the hidden gorge and then go that way. And then I remembered what happened the other day, where we failed very badly. So we're going to take the raft. Also, if I like point the light from the side, that doesn't change things. This thing is lit and it's going forward. I need to light the side ones to move sideways. Remember the first time we were here and we were so ignorant? We were like, what's that? I miss those days. But we still have things to be curious about, for sure. The curiosity, that's what I miss. How good is this music, too? My gosh. Okay. We're gonna come over here. Now, do I have the artifact? Oh, I don't have an artifact. Okay, but that's all right. That's the experiment that we wanted to do. I'm pretty sure we came down here with no artifact. And we dozed off, and we woke up in the other dimension. I'm pretty sure. And I'm going to be very confused if that happens, guys. I'm warning you. No artifact on us, right? Just a signal scope and a drone. No artifact. We doze. We wake. Okay then. I am crazy. I don't know what I thought I saw. But clearly I was mistaken. Okay, we're just crossing curiosities off of the list, okay? So that wild goose chase is over. Now, the next thing we're gonna do Oh, the dam's not broken yet. Can I fly over the dam? Let's find out. Oh, I can go through the dam, right? Isn't there like a hole down here where water's coming through? I thought I saw that. Oh, there's a grate. Oh, we can go through. We got an achievement. Okay. The next burning question, brought to our attention by Cal. When we are in... Okay, wait, let's name it the right thing. The silent... Oof. The Silent Night? Silent Night. What is that place called? The place with the secret well. The Silent something. Anyway. When we're there, we have not actually fully explored everything. I got sidetracked by the vision from the slide reel. Oh. And we did not fully explore. Starlit Cove. Thank you, Cal. That is exactly. Where am I getting silent? Maybe just because it's the holiday season and I have Silent Night on my brain. The Silent Cove. No, okay, the Starlit Cove. Yeah, exactly. When we go in here... Ooh, I don't have an artifact. Problem. Are there any artifacts here? Maybe there's an artifact here? There goes the dam. There's no artifact. All right. In that case, we have another raft ride to take. Uh-oh, this might be bad. We're good. Ooh. Oh, the raft. Come back, raft. That was kind of spooky, right? Imagine if that happened to you, IRL. That would be terrifying. Yeah, every loop, this dam breaks. And when it does, like, everything changes. It's such a cool mechanic, right? So all these buildings get crushed. I think the first time we ever came here, this is what it looked like, because we came late in the loop. When we came back later, we were like, oh. But eventually that tower's going to fall. Now, we talked about this a little bit the other day, but, like, it's cool how this DLC, this area, has its own kind of, like, sequence of changes throughout the loop. Right? Like, in the main game, the Hourglass Twins, for example, like, as the loop goes on, things change, and you have to be... Well, there's the sand that buries the underground city, and then there's the warp towers that get revealed. Like, as time passes through the loop, the environment, like, dynamically changes, you know? So the same kind of stuff is happening here. I don't know, it's very cool. But it's stressful at times because you're kind of limited. Your time is limited. Ooh, now I wanted to get an artifact from there, but it's submerged. So we're gonna go on a diving expedition. You know what? That happened to me too with something, Philly. Literally today. Pretty sure we're in different parts of the country, but, you know, maybe that's just a common thing this time of year. Oh, ghost matter? Wait, is ghost matter gone underwater? It is. Is it? Wait, I can't get the scout to behave properly. It looks like it's gone. Water kills ghost matter. How about that? I can't think of any other way in which that would be useful. There's an artifact, but it's an unfinished one. Here we go. Can I have one of those? No, I can't have that. We already took this one. Oh no. How about this one? There we go. Can this water killing the ghost matter be useful to us in any way? Can't think of any place off the top of my head. Anyway, I think, Philly, I don't know. This time of year I can imagine is like the busiest time of year. People are ordering gifts and stuff. Like, you know, I think they do their best to like have more seasonal drivers. I don't know. I forgot about the rock. Okay, we're going in with low health, but that's fine. But usually, you'll still get it within a day or two, I hope. And hopefully it's not something too important. Like, dangerously... It's not like medicine or anything, is it? Yeah, that's true. It seems like sometimes they update the estimate. They're like, oh, there's a delay. It'll be there the next day. But it's like lost or something and their system doesn't understand. I know what you mean. Like, don't promise it's coming. Don't give me an adjusted answer and then it's still not here. I feel like sometimes that's like indicative or that's a sign that there's like something else going on. There's more of an issue with it. So I hope whatever it is makes its way to you. Now, we're coming here later in the loop. The time is important. Oh, wow. You know, it wouldn't hurt to call them. You know, if you're not someone that has called them a lot and complained a lot, like if this would be your first time to call and say, hey, I paid $50 for this, I really need it. Can you guys partially refund me? I don't know. They might be, who knows? You might get a friendly Amazon helper who will forward your call to the right manager and they'll be like, you know what? Let's make this guy's day. I mean, it can't hurt. Worst case, they're like, sorry, dude, it'll be there when we say so. But maybe you get someone on the line that's having a good day and they help you out. Now, we can't go this way. Why do I have to be holding on it? I guess so. So this raft ride we have taken. However, we got off and we teleported this way. Now, I can't see what's ahead. But this is not the island tower. But in my head, I thought that this raft would just continue on to meet the island tower and then continue on to the next zone. However, this is different. Oh, this is in the vision. This building is in that vision. That slide reel that we saw. Oh. Okay. Did we really take that long? One loop has already passed. We were doing too many silly experiments, huh? Okay. We're going to have to go back there. We'll listen to the music as this loop ends. Maybe we should go watch that slide reel now, too. Remember, we were trying to find that house, that place we just pulled up to. We scoured this whole area trying to find that building because we saw in that slide reel he was pointing at the tower. But it wasn't this tower, it was the tower in the actual Starlight Cove. But yeah, there was something else he was doing there. So that's step one, is to investigate. And then, of course, we still need to go through the tunnel and jump off the raft. We watched a little movie about that, about losing connection. And what else did we learn in this loop? We learned that even if you conceal the flame, they force it open and they blow out your flame. What's that song? Did y'all ever sing that song, This Little Light of Mine? Like in my elementary school. Something about hiding it. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Try to blow it out. No. What are the lyrics to that song? The artifact is this little light of mine. And the owlman would not let it shine. Unfortunate. How high can we get? Oh, loop over. There's been a couple times when, like, right when we were about to do something pretty cool, the loop ends. You got your tacos. Let's go. Your DoorDasher did not eat your tacos. That is a win. What kind of tacos did you get? Oh, it wasn't DoorDash. Wait. Don't tell me. I'm gonna guess your tacos. Wait, first of all, how many tacos? Oh, homemade. But maybe I can still guess. Are all the tacos the same? That's question number one. Yes. So if I was Philly and I was making tacos at home, number one, what kind of meat would I put in the taco? Would I put meat in the taco? It could be a vegetarian taco. But I feel like Philly has some protein in there. If I was making homemade tacos, chicken maybe, but maybe we had some ground beef. I found a remains of a burned out building. Yeah, this is what we want. We got I'm gonna go ground beef. And then we got some lettuce. Wait, first of all, if it's a ground beef taco, I think I win, but I'll name some other toppings. Maybe some lettuce, maybe some tomatoes, maybe some cheese. No tomatoes. Philly doesn't want tomatoes. Lettuce and cheese. So close yet so far. It is chicken. Okay. Yeah. Damn. L. We took the L. We get the Wordles right, but we get the tacos wrong. That's just how it is. I don't remember where this one movie is that I want to see. Here. No. Ooh, frozen tamales. That sounds good. There's I forget the brand, But there's like a local brand of tamales that we used to get. Keep them frozen, heat them up, and like the brand that makes those tamales also made like a special chili that you could put with the tamales. Yeah. You guys are making me hungry. This is it. This is the one. Yeah, he turns around and walks into this building. Oh, he gets on another raft. Oh. Oh, yeah, what is this? Oh, it's another way back to the secret well. And that structure right there. We've seen that structure before. Wait, then he turns around and teleports here. No. Actually, no. Okay, I'm turned around. We must have already walked by it where he hands it off to the guy. I don't know, actually. We just need to go back and see. Ooh, we got some salsa inside. Not enough to overpower, but enough to get some taste. You, sir, sound like you know exactly what you're doing when it comes to making a proper taco. Salsa, but not too much salsa. The right amount of salsa. The perfect amount of salsa. Yeah, I'm definitely hungry now. But we have important discoveries to make. I did have I did have a big meal before stream, so I'm chilling. We landed just as intended. Do not worry. You know, I never thought to get on top of the ship to repair things. We would always like jump, repair. I think there's more that's broken. But we're probably not coming back here for the rest of the loop, so that's okay. Alright, so we're going to get an artifact. Step 1. I don't know what I thought I saw, where I thought we warped or we went to the simulation without an artifact, but let's just forget that that ever happened, okay, guys? Great bussin'. Some chicken, some salsa. Love it. Okay, to the tower. We're gonna take a raft so we don't run into the rocks. Based on what we saw in that slide reel, I'm not totally like oriented in my head. But we're just gonna have to get over there and understand what's what. It's so dark, you know. It also does seem like all of these areas are related. Like when we're in the subterranean lake, it looks like we could see over to where other buildings were. And I think in at least one of the forbidden archives, we like looked over the balcony and it looked like the subterranean lake was out there. So some of these areas are related, maybe. I mean, some of them we had to take a raft to, and we crossed the tunnel. But maybe it's like it's all one big area. It's just hard to tell because it's so dark. Now we're here nice and early in the loop, so we're not going to feel rushed. We're going to take a little nap. And we go. Game is so cool. Is it there? See, this is where I thought the raft was going. So I guess this is like when you take the raft from one tunnel and then you leave that way. But where are we? Can I stay oriented? We're going around. The right. Here's a teleport. Is that where we're teleporting from? No, that's how we teleport across to over there. So the island tower's like back that way? Like over there somewhere? Over there, right? Tower's that way. Now we're going this way. The tower. Huh. The tower's like that way, I guess, huh? Maybe it's not so important to be oriented. Like the tower's over there? Okay, so in the vision, seems like he goes and hops on another raft. Ooh, look at this. Oh! What is this? What might have been the symbol here? And is this giving us an answer? These look like universes, right? Is there like a 5-symbol combination here? Or this is just a container that has a really cool painting? A flower growing amongst the universes. Is that like the eye? The eye is a flower growing among the universes? I don't know, kind of cool though. Yeah, it seems like in the vision, he turns around and gets on a raft, so maybe it's that. Wait, come back. Okay, let's just explore. There's the island tower. What's this? Oh, the telescope. Okay. This is the spot where that slide reel starts that we were looking for so long. There's like the cliff face blocking the tower. So the vision starts here, and then he turns around here, and then he goes over here and he gets on the raft and he does the thing. And he takes a container in that vision. But I guess not this one. Is there any way like 5 of these things are giving us a clue? Is there a universe symbol in there and we just go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 universes? But there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. They're coming out of the eye. Look at that. If that is a representation of the eye, that tracks with what we learned in the main game, like the eye creates the new universe. This is so cool. Do you think if we went on eBay, we would find like someone recreated this painting and they're selling it? Because I would put that on the wall back here. Life giving new life. Yeah, look, there's the eye. Is there more for us to do there? There's some clue here. Or is this just enjoying a beautiful painting? Wait a second. There's a vision where the eye tells them that they all are going to turn to dust. And there's a skull of one of the owlmen on the grass, and this is it. This is the image from that. And the skull becomes overrun with grass. But look, it's saying, and then out of that, the eye spawns new universes. So this tracks exactly with what we learned in the main game, where we got to the eye and then a new timeline was created. So if they made this art, they must understand that. But why are they so angry? Right? They saw the vision of everyone turning to dust and they got mad. Or at least the elder Owlman got mad. But this seems to show that whoever made this painting has some understanding of new life coming from that. That's so cool. We need that painting. IRL. Okay. Oh, if I walk back, yeah, we need to conceal it. If I missed some other things to do there, it would be okay if someone told me that. But I think we should go and do the biggest experiment that we have yet to do, which we've been putting off for too long now, which is to get on this raft and go into the tunnel, jump off. Okay, thank you, Cal. Good comms, good comms. That's so cool. Are we interpreting? Well, maybe if it's spoiler discussion, that's okay, but do we do an okay job interpreting the painting? That's such a cool little detail they put into this game. Okay, the moment of truth. I don't think the dam has broken yet, so I think we have some time to experiment here. But I don't remember. So we're going to go in here. In a moment, it's going to pass where it turns dark. And according to what we saw, if we jump off in that moment, we enter the simulation. We lose connection. Dark, we're out. Oh, the dam broke and it scared me. Is that the island tower? Where are we? That looks like the subterranean lake. I don't know, we have 4 ways to go. Let's just pick one. Okay, wait, we should be okay. The tower's leaning. The Leaning Tower of Pisa. Oh, wait. Yeah, this is one of the forbidden archives. Yeah, we were here, but we were down there and we couldn't get up here. So if I go back down there, I think we're stuck down there. But this was one of the archives. We were here. Okay. Oh no. Okay, oh yes, we're fine. Okay. I really want to watch all these movies though. And what is this? Is this another archive? We did talk about how when we looked out from a balcony of one of the archives, we saw what we thought was a subterranean lake. Maybe that's what this is. Ooh, wait, there's a ledge here. Let's not go down there because then we're stuck. But also, maybe there's something cool over there. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we were there. That looks like one of the archives because those are slide reels. Okay. Does that mean that this area is the other archive? Yeah, it kind of looks like it. All right, so down here is all the archives. And again, we have a ledge. So if we get bored of exploring over there, we could come back and jump down one of these ledges and look around. But I don't want to do it now and get stuck. So the 3 archives are down here with the subterranean lake. I wonder if jumping off the raft at a different spot would take us somewhere else. So like we just jumped off the raft right outside of the Starlight Cove. Maybe we should try jumping off elsewhere too. But anyway, here we are. Ooh, okay, so do we jump down? I remember this bridge. And we couldn't get past that light. But there's 2 other containers over here. Make sure there's not some other like back way that's... Ooh, yeah, here we go. Nice. Is there a container here? Now once I go down there, I don't think we're getting back up here. Let's just make sure. That's one of the archives. What's over here? Oh, another area. And another ledge. See, I'm worried the water's too deep there. And if I jump, we drown. Is there a way to get over here? Very dark. Surely it wouldn't just let us walk into water that's too deep and reset us. There'd be a warning, right? Oh, there's just a ledge. It's super dark back here. I guess we just see where this goes. You know, normally when we shine our light, we can kind of see, but like we can't even see very far ahead here. It's making me nervous. How far back does this go? Look, we can see like 1 foot in front of us. Are we about to make a cool discovery or are we just flailing? Wait, am I not moving now? Oh, we are moving. Weird, right? We're pretty far back here. Okay, maybe this is just like we're walking all the way around this place and this is a waste of time. Let's go back. I mean, if we run out of things to do, we can come back here and do that. But that feels like we're just running around. I thought I remembered that there were containers on each of these little islands that we could not reach. But I must be misremembering. We see a container over there? I don't think so. We really walked for a while that way, didn't we? Okay. So once, we're not going to jump down here because we're afraid flame will go out. So let's go over here. Once we're down here, we're down here. But now we know how to get back here, right? We just jump off in the tunnel. Okay. I don't know why I thought there would be a container here. Can we see for science that if we wanted to leave, we could? Oh no. Spent way too much time down there messing around. Every time we're about to do something cool, the loop ends. I gotta stay focused. Go for a ride. Perfect timing, right? Peak Outer Wilds timing. Just when we're about to see something cool. I mean, we were about to shine the artifact into that thing, and it was probably going to make a bridge. But, like, we've been over there. So what will that do for us? I don't know. I want to go to a different tunnel. Jump down. And see if it takes us to the same spot. But we should go back there and explore a little more. Because it seems important that we saw that slide reel that shows that if you jump off the raft, you like lose connection. But we didn't really lose connection, did we? Maybe we did. Maybe that place is like a different... I don't know. So many mysteries, so many questions. I wonder if that painting was significant that we saw. Imagine like Universal Studios creates a ride that like is this area. That'd be pretty cool. A little water raft ride. Okay. We go again. A lot of the visions in that loop were of that painting there. We spent a lot of time looking at that painting. I want to find the slide reel. Put on the suit. There was a reel. Yeah. I'm pretty sure in that painting we just saw, it's a vision. It's from here. It's from here. He sees the eye turning things to dust, including himself. That right there. But then the vision ends, and he doesn't see the rest of it. The idea of like a new plant being born from it and sprouting new universes. So he was experiencing anguish and despair. But if he had seen the rest, he might have felt hope and optimism. But all he saw was the death part. Is there a lesson for us in that? You know, sometimes like if we're too short-sighted. Oh wait, actually, I want to go to the Hidden Gorge. I'm interrupting my life lessons. Sometimes you have to take the long view. You know? And it's easy to like get discouraged or get overwhelmed by what you think is very sad in the short term. But sometimes you have to take a step back, you know? It's optimism versus pessimism. But yeah, we have to land over here. Glass half full, glass half empty, that kind of thing. It's been a while since we came through here. Do I remember? Yeah. Artifact. Okay. We're gonna go straight there. You notice like the painting with Saturn, keep calling it Saturn. Maybe we should just call it the ringed planet. But the painting with the ringed planet is always in a different spot in these secret rooms. Is that a hint? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could that correspond to the symbols? Is that crazy? Like imagine there was a symbol here. One of the symbols is the planet. Oh, that's too crazy, I guess. But like, for example, if there was like a half moon right there and a star here, we might know like whichever container this place corresponds to, that's the 5-letter code. But I don't see... That's too big brain. I'm still hung up on those symbols. Okay. Now we're in a new location. Oh, we have a long way to go to get to the raft. Okay, we're going to speed run it. But my thought is, let's jump off the raft in a different tunnel. And if we're in the same place, great, we'll explore it more. But if we're in a new place, then we'll explore that. But we have some steps to go through to be able to get down to the raft. But I know this place pretty well now. And I have a lot less anxiety when we know that all the owls are in their rooms and they're not on patrol, trying to blow our light out. Okay. And the first time we were here and I saw that shadow, I was so hopeful. We've learned so much since then. Okay. I'm gonna make a bridge. Oh, could I have jumped down here? Oh no, that's water. For a second I thought that was downstairs. Okay. Sometimes I need to be quiet and we just listen to this music. The atmosphere. Such a cool area. Such a good DLC. Is this the best DLC ever made? Yet, maybe. Okay, so experiment number 2. We take the raft into the tunnel. In a different tunnel. And we jump off. Also, did we ever actually take this raft on as many loops as possible? I don't know if we actually did a full loop or if we've seen every area. Did we do that first? No. Let's remember to do that in case we get stuck. But I want to do this. So we're going to watch behind us. When that goes to dark, we go. Okay. Same? Yeah, same area. Okay, no problem. So we decided that those are the 3 forbidden archives. And maybe let's make sure there's nowhere for us to go over here. But I think we're going to hop down and make a bridge there. So we decided this was a ledge, and if we jump in there, maybe it's water. Now what about what's between these 2 things? Is this the same thing where, like, if I just keep going, we'll make a big circle around this place? Yeah, I think so. So there's those 3 things with the symbols where you have to input the 5 symbol code. Oh, there's a raft there. Cool. All right. We can make a bridge. Oh, extinguish. Not make a bridge. Oh. Oh. We don't need the codes. The Cal Smiley. Wait, we don't need the codes if we can turn off all the lights. All of the lights. Oh my gosh. We've been so hung up on finding those symbols. We must free ourselves of the burden of the symbols. Okay, so now the next thing is, how do we get to these other places? There's a light blocking us here. Okay. And what about this? Does this just go forward and back? Yeah. Is this going to take us over here? Okay, wait. So what did that do? It took away the second spot. Oh, look, it's gone altogether. It undid the chains. Yeah, so the code didn't even matter. Right. So how do we get over there? Maybe we need a code actually to make a bridge here? And maybe we need a code to turn off the light? We can turn off that light somewhere else? But if we do all that, we open this thing. Now also, when we open this, we saw a vision. Now that one chain is missing, will we open it further and see a different vision? Same vision, I think. Hey, friend. Yeah, the tower. I think we saw this. Yeah, this is how we learned. We had a whole big sequence of events. Turning the lights off in the island tower from the Starlit Cove. Going back to the stranger. Walking through that painting. Right, we did that. And that's how we got to the room with those containers, but they were all burned. Well, we got to the room with, yeah, there was like a whole sequence of events, the slide burning room and stuff. All right, so we made some progress. Oh, don't leave. Oh, I shouldn't have done that, huh? That made it go back? That's weird. So maybe there is still symbols that we need. And like if we had found that one out, it would have brought the raft. And if we find this one out, it will make a bridge. And if we find this one out, it will turn off the light. I'm pretty sure there was no way to get from where we just dropped over to here. There's no like opening back there. I don't know if we looked closely enough over here. Wait. Okay, we saw this already. Can I leave? Okay. Okay, nothing else is happening. Let's reset. It got delayed till Monday. Damn. 2 more days. Well, like a day and a half at this point. Could be worse. I mean, so they're giving you a new time that the package could be arriving, but that happens again. You gotta call. They've already done that once. But I hope it shows up on Monday. We're gonna manifest that it'll show up on Monday. Oh yeah, the dam is broken, so all our friends are gone. Or some of our friends are gone. The ones that were in the lowlands. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Oh, we can hear the water rushing. Okay, so there's one more thing I want to try. We can go back down there at any time now. We just have to jump off when we enter a tunnel. But let's do a full loop. And if I already did this a couple streams ago, forgive me. A lot to keep track of. But I just want to make sure there's not some area that we haven't been to yet. But I guess what I'm thinking is, like, if we ride this thing around, eventually we're going to loop back to that place where we just started. So here, okay, yeah, we know where this is. This is where we went on the stealth hunt and we followed them to go into that building. I think, yeah. That building over there. So we think this next area is probably the Starlight Cove. Yes. And there's that house. Okay. What's up, Honorable? Oh. Nightbot or Automod, where are you at? I'll remove the space. Look how clever you are, so it's not a link. These bots are getting smart, guys. Don't do it, Philly. And now we're back at the Endless Canyon. Okay. We have gone all the way. Second. Get banned. Thousand viewers incoming. Let's go. Follower goal. Yeah, this is where we started. Okay. We've been everywhere. I guess let's go back down there again. What happens if we jump off the other side? Dark. We out. Same place. Okay. Can we like sneak through here somehow? Is that an opening? Oh, it kind of looks like it. Oh wait, but that's the area we already were. We want to get over there. Right? Yeah. Maybe there's an opening over here? Maybe when I jump off, can I like fly over here? Did we do this expedition to follow this ridge all the way around? It's gonna be like 10 minutes of us just walking like this. Because we started to go that way, right? Could there be something down here? Would the game do that? This feels a little crazy. But also, like, there's not a wall here, so what's here? You're gonna let an overthinker download your game and play it, and you think they're not gonna do this? Think again. Might be a while. Oh wait, are we already all the way around? Did we just teleport? There's no way we just went around the whole thing that fast. Yeah, we are on the other side now. Aww. Well, this is a simulation, right? So... What's that little blue dot right there? Is that a reflection of something? What is that? Okay, so it just teleports us to the other side. That's kind of weird though, right? So we know how to turn off one light. We think maybe we need some symbols to get to these other places. Let's look and see if there's any opening here. I thought we were free of the symbols. But maybe there's still another way to get there. Okay, no opening to get to that place. Bummer. There's this... You see that? So there's my cursor in the middle of the screen here. But there's another little dot right there. In the water, right in the middle of that. What is that? Is it a reflection of that? Freaking me out. So what do we do? What do we do? Maybe we should go back over here. We can set down our lantern over here. I mean, our artifact. Oh, the loop's ending. Is this different now? No, it's still burned. Call the elevator. Now, can I get back out there once we're here? No. And I don't have my flashlight. I can't make the elevator go when we don't have our thing. Do we think that because we like came down via the tunnel that things might be different up above now? Like, is the simulation changed in some way? I know the loop's about to end. Let's see. Is something different here? Here's the fire. No. Things changed. Okay. Progress was made. We learned how to remove the second chain from that sealed vault. But there's still plenty of questions. I think it's time we look at our ship's log and we went detective mode. I also need to take a quick bathroom break. There's no way.
This dog.
Wait, what's happening there? What? Maybe someone's like brushing him or something? There must be an explanation. That's Philly. Just Philly. And when that needs to be your profile picture, just that horse upside down making that face. Okay. Gonna be honest, guys. As your lead detective, I don't know what our next lead is. Here's our question mark, the sealed vault. Yeah. We just figured out how to open the middle seal by jumping off the thing. What's in the sealed vault? We think it's the claw, right? We saw a vision somewhere of them sealing up the claw. Not that. We've seen so many slide reels at this point. I think it's very cool that the ship's log lets us see everything. But it's hard to keep track. And maybe we should look at the Forbidden Archives, because these are the most recent slide reels we found. The one shows the strangers and inhabitants congregating around a strange green fire. That was them making the simulation, we think. Yeah. So here they go into the simulation. And then we saw this of him setting down the slide or the artifact and walking outside of the zone, and we did that. And that was really cool. However, when we did that, we couldn't leave this area. But it would be really neat if we could do that somewhere else. But I can't think of anywhere else that we can set it down and walk far enough away to get away from it. Wait. I can actually. In the Starlight Cove, there's elevators. And when I was watching back the VOD, I noticed that there's an option to drop artifact on the little spot where the elevator is supposed to come down. And in the VOD, I even said it. I was like, oh, drop artifact. But then we just kept doing stuff. Okay, so that's something we could do. We could go to the Starlight Cove and do this thing where we set it down and walk away. I could also be misremembering that. I don't know. I'm pretty sure, though. I wouldn't bet my life on it, but I'm pretty sure I remember seeing a drop artifact prompt on the little area where the elevator comes down. So that's something. This Forbidden Archive, what did we learn here? Slide reel showing the strangers and inhabitants analyzing the eye of the universe. Yeah, we saw this. This is where it goes to dust and he gets mad. But I guess this version of the slide reel shows more. Not mad. He's despondent, but there he's mad. And they burn down the eye thing. Yeah, so this was the whole idea, right? That's why they made here. Yeah, this they built the claw, and the idea is that the claw was going to stop the eye from sending out signals. They didn't want anyone else to come see it, or they wanted to stop its influence, and that's how they came here. Did they actually do that though? Let's think now. We went to that building with the claw symbol above the doorway. It's not in the lowlands. Is it in the reservoir? Is that a place? Yeah, here. Mm-hmm. It's like over to the left is the building I'm thinking of. And it said that there's no connection. Is it here? Yeah, I found a room with a burn control interface and a projection that seems to indicate a broken connection between the stranger and another craft. The claw. The thing that they just put into they put it into here, it looks like, right? Or no. They sent it out to space. They sent it out to the eye. Why do I have a memory of the claw being locked away? Hold on, let's watch this again. We're going to be in detective mode for a minute. Because we need leads. I really like how when we watch back the slides, not here, but like when you're watching it in the game. Okay, wait, look. Yeah, I guess it's just suspended there. For some reason, my mind is making me think that's what they're locking up. Anyway, in game, when you like watch the slides and when there's certain moments as you're flipping through, like music comes in or like sounds come in, it's really cool. And the last, a slide reel, the construction and launch of a spacecraft, right? 2 artifacts being lit near a green fire. The first artifact lights after the bearer falls asleep. Yeah, so this is where we were trying to learn about the simulation and how if you're dead, you still remain alive in the simulation. Then the alarm waking them up, but not if they're dead. In the last Forbidden Archive, slide reel showing the origin of the stranger. Yeah, we learned that they like destroyed their planet in order to make the stranger. And then this one of jumping off, which we did. Weird, right? Though, like he jumps off and it shows this error symbol of like him being red. But this is not an error. Doesn't he turn? Oh, he doesn't turn red. Why did I remember that? It's not an error at all. He just jumps off and goes somewhere, which we now know is like the subterranean lake area. Okay. Is there I could be inventing the idea that the claw is what's chained up in here. Am I inventing that because like the final slide here looks like that device? It's like suspended and it kind of like looks like they're locking it up. This one has all the images burned. Why do I think that it's the claw that got locked up? Oh, here. Okay, wait, here's the thing being submerged. They look evil. They burn all the slides. Well, they scan them and then they burn selective slides. Well, that's why there's all the jetpack. We can refuel our jetpack in those rooms because they were using that oxygen tank to like burn stuff. Not oxygen, jet fuel. Okay, anyway. Container. Yeah, we've seen this one several times now. Yeah, this is how we learned about the secret rooms. There's the vault being closed. Oh, look at that. How did I miss that before? So they close the vault. Looks like they're down in the subterranean lake and they close it up. What are they closing up? Can we see? No, it's burned. They close up something. And then he walks up and he lights this thing, and that's what makes the chain. And we just learned, well, that's the first one. But we just learned that if we extinguish one, we extinguish the middle one, and it made the chain go away. So here's number 2. Yeah, so that's the one that we snuffed out. Right, and then number 3. He's coming out of the darkness. But what's in there? Why do I think it's the claw? I mean, it would make sense. Wait, so okay. We saw a vision of them carrying this thing from the submerged structure into the subterranean lake. Was that this? Did we already watch this? This one's almost completely burned. Yeah, so they seal up the thing, the vault, and they submerge it. But it's here in the simulation. It's not there in the submerged structure. And I do have a memory of us seeing them go to sleep and then carry it down. So that's the 3 symbol door. The 3 circle door. We did this, right? We extinguished the building. Then we found the forbidden archive in there. But that door had the symbols burned out. Yeah. Vision of someone picking up an artifact, going to sleep in front of a green fire. The rest of the vision was distorted, but a flame seemed to appear inside the artifact. Yeah, this was their test. Yeah, this is them creating the artifact. Okay. Remember the days of the radio tower. Okay, well, I feel like it's important to understand what's in here because we're trying to take steps to open it. And I can't find it now, but I feel like we saw the claw being sealed up in there. But I could also be misremembering one of these things we saw where they're like building the claw and it's suspended. And it kind of looks like this. But it would make sense. The fact that they've severed the connection. Like in that one building, there's that map showing that the connection between the stranger and the claw doesn't exist. They like can't find the connection to the claw. So that could make sense if that is in the vault and that's in the simulation. It's not like here floating in space here in the solar system. But why would they be so protective? Of the claw. The idea is the claw was a device that was going to bottle up the eye and not let it send out signal. Hold on, what do I want to do right now to decide where we're going? We want to go to Starlight Cove. Maybe the guy who... The elderly owl man who got so angry at the eye and wanted to make the claw device. We saw that he died in another vision, remember? So he's like, hey, we need to build the claw to shut up the eye because the eye showed me that everything turns to dust. But then he dies. Maybe the other Owlmen learn, right? We saw that painting of the flower coming out of their dead skull and the eye making all the universes. So they have some understanding of like the eye giving birth to newness. Oh, once again, I forgot the artifact. I think we would just reset the loop. That's the fastest. So once that older Owlman has passed, the other ones decide, wait, we need to lock up the claw and not use it because we do not want to bottle up the eye. Because the eye can give birth to new universes. When a solar system or a universe like this one has everything go supernova. That's assuming that it is the claw that's locked up inside the vault. That could have been a 5-minute nonsense rant. But something is locked up in there, and we're working on unlocking it. So maybe we just keep plowing ahead, and we'll figure it out when we figure it out. But I feel like I want to know what, like, are we opening Pandora's box? You know, like, what are we opening here? Well, what we're going to try right now is we're going to hope that I'm not misremembering the fact that I saw a drop artifact in the Starlight Cove. And if I am not misremembering, and we did see that, then maybe we're about to go into the Matrix in the Starlight Cove, which would be pretty cool. Now, why will we do that, and how will that help us? I mean, theoretically, we could go back down to the subterranean chamber, but we're just going to have to see, like, what the Matrix is like. But, like, maybe we can, I don't know. We've been in the Matrix. I keep calling it the Matrix, the simulation, but you know what I mean? Like, you see the Matrix of the simulation. We did it one time, and it was in the Forbidden Archive, and we could not leave that area. So I don't really know the rules of, like, can we get on a raft and go between zones and jump off in the tunnel? There's also a good question that Cal raised. When we go up to the Alman, they snuff out our flame. But if we go up to the Alman in the simulation, what then? There's no flame for them to sniff out. Maybe then they'll talk to us and they'll tell us all our answers of all the mysteries we want answers to. Every time I come down here, this creeps me out. I hope this works. I'm kind of excited. I want to see the starlit matrix. Here. I could have sworn I saw drop artifact. Here. Now why... Ow. Can I do that anywhere I look down? Can do that anywhere? Okay. I just remembered I must have looked down when I came here because I was like, oh, what's this? And so it gave us the drop artifact thing. What's up, Fuzz? So in my memory, I'm like, oh yeah, that circle lets you drop the artifact on it. But it's just because I was looking down at that time. He wanted to tell us that for so long. I'm so sorry, guys. Oh, man. See, you guys are the best backseat watchers in the history of stream watchers. To let me go through that and to find that out. I mean that seriously. Y'all are actually the best. It's all about the discovery. This means that we can go into the Matrix anywhere. Oh man, that's too funny. I don't even know where to start. I mean, we should probably go back to that subterranean area and see if we can't go where we need to go to unlock the vault in that subterranean area. But look, we're here. Let's just do it right here. That's so wild. Oh, it's good. Okay. Look, there's the guy up there. Wow. So it's showing the elevator. That's the elevator path. Okay. There's the teleporter. That's the alarm bell. Oh, that's what we were seeing in the slide reel. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's the raft path. That structure in the vision where he hands off the container and the guy walks past the structure, it's the alarm bell, but it's the one that's back over there. So it looks like this alarm is like active. Can we... I don't think we can operate... But everything still works like it should. But we're not going to be able to operate the elevator, I don't think. Where's the... Yeah, the elevator. Can I operate you without a light? Yeah, because we could not in the Forbidden Archive. But we have no light. So we can't actually go down there. I mean, we could go down there and then just drop the artifact. But why do we want to? How did we turn the lights off in this place? Because when we did that, all the owlmen came out to play. Oh, I think I remember. Let's bring the owlmen out to play. I feel very silly. But like, you see how my brain was working? Like, we came over here and I was looking at this. I was like, what's this circle? And that's where it said drop artifact. And there's been no other time for me to like look down. I guess I should have thought to try that. I gotta think outside the box more. That's too funny. I think we did it like this, right? No. Somehow we turned out all the lights in this place. Oh yeah, we teleported. Right. Okay, I gotta go the long way around. I mean, there's other ways for us to interact with owlmen, but we're in this area. So what I want to do is turn the lights off. And so they all come down from their elevators. And then we drop the artifact. And then we go up to the owlmen. And then they give us a hug and they say, oh, we've missed you. Let us tell you all of our stories. Maybe. But really, now I want to go to every area and drop the artifact and see what happens. Yeah, but like we won't be able to operate rafts, it seems, because we don't have a light. But we are kind of restricted. We should definitely go to the subterranean lake and go to the matrix there. Okay. Right, we have to just like reset like this. Fine. Let's go back. Maybe we don't have to reset like that, but that's what we're going to do. Now, we set it down. And the almond, I think there's one over here. Oh, look, we can see. Remember how scared I was of where they were? Hey, dude. Huh? You don't see me. Oh! Wait, we just got an achievement that says have your spine adjusted by a pursuer. Wait, okay. They still don't want to be friends. So they actually just what? They just broke our back? They just snap us in half? Man, they really don't like us. Where are we? We're in the gorge. No, we're not. We're in the island tower. Oh, but this lasts until most of the end of the loop. I think we're okay. Let's go back to the subterranean area. Let's go in the matrix down there. I don't know what I was hoping for in that interaction, but it definitely was not that. Set it down here. Ah. Well, we can do what we want to do below us anyway. Dark, we go. Okay. Will I lose track of this if I set it down? No, we should be able to see. So what is it I want to do actually? Let's go over, let's just look at each of these areas. Ooh. Cool. Oh yeah, it is just one big loop around there. What is that light coming from? We gotta be careful. If I go down here, I'm stuck. Okay, there's the dam flooding. I don't think we want to go down there. Look how cool that is. We see the matrix. So there's the other forbidden archive. And the third forbidden archive. Right. Now. What is this? What are we looking at here? Those platforms? Are those platforms we could theoretically walk across? But we have to have the artifact in our hand to extinguish? Maybe not. Maybe we could just walk up to it and extinguish it. And what's going on over here? The alarm is there and the light is still there. But maybe it works differently in the Matrix. Is there a way for us to close up a light in one of these areas? There must be. Okay. We need to go over there. And I think we should bring our artifact with us. Back. This is so cool. We're going to extinguish. And we're going to go over. I'm trying to rack my brain to think of all the other areas and try to think about some place where there's light shining down. And I can't think of one off the top of my head, but maybe if we go look around, we could find that. I don't know, it just makes sense to me, like, if we can stop that light coming down and I can conceal my flame, we walk right over. Let's set down the artifact, like, up here. Wait, what is up here? Oh, this is where we come in. Yeah. We'll put it here. Oh, it's pretty dark. Ouch. So question 1 is, can we walk around that alarm somehow? And then question 2 is, what the heck is going on with this? Oh, wait a second. Oh, imagine like it told us what the answer was. What's that? Oh, that's just the arrows. Is there any indication of what the answer is? No. Now we can't. How can I go across this? Is this saying that this is here all the time? But how would we make use of that? If I like shine my artifact at it, would it suddenly like appear? No, I mean, I think this is saying if you put the right code in, these things will like form and line up. But there's no way we can jump across those now. It'd be so cool if there was like some kind of indication on what the right symbol is. Now, is there any way that we can do this? No. Oh, look at that. The loop is going to end, guys, before I can do this in time. Wait, that means... Let's go, Cal. Is there some code to turn off this light? Is something changing when I'm doing this? Come back, let's go do this. Can I extinguish? Good thing I tried to mess with those symbols. Yes. Okay, one left. Would it be the same sequence? Star, skinny, full, symbol, star. Star, skinny, full, symbol, star. No. And the tower breaks. Okay. Man, okay. We're so close. What are our options now? For some reason in my head, there's a light coming from above. How do we stop that light? It must be coming from somewhere, right? Is there some other area that has a light we can snuff out from shooting down? I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. We could go look. It's that, or if we do the right sequence of symbols there, the light will shut off or the alarms will deactivate. But now we know how to unlock 2 of the 3. I mean, we could go to each of these areas, drop our artifact and go in the Matrix and explore a little more thoroughly. And maybe we'll find something new. Maybe. Or we need to find out what the proper sequence of codes are, the sequence of symbols. But I'm out of ideas on finding the right symbol sequence. Every time I get excited to find the symbols, they're burned away. Anything new in our ship's log? No. Well, it can't hurt to go to each of the different locations and see what they look like in the Matrix. And see if we see anything interesting. So that may not be a direct line to our answer, but it'll be interesting at least. So, get the artifact. Oh wait, I need to be more careful about the ghost matter. Just willy-nilly walking around, okay. Let's go in here and open the door. So that we can come back here. We can go back to this area from another location and not rush. think we decided we can... Wait, how did we do it? Yeah, we gotta go to Oak Cross. There's like a way to teleport here. Yeah. And there's an extinguisher somewhere around here. Wait, the extinguisher is like right there. I'm really taking the long way. Ooh, I can't warp back. Can I? Oh, we failed. Okay. Take two. The extinguisher is like around the corner. Here. Okay. Let's make the bridge. We can come back here in case the dam breaks before we're done. There's like those houses that the owlmen are coming out of. Maybe we can explore those. I mean, if they see us, we're dead. But we did notice it was kind of hard for him to see us in the Matrix. Bridge. And maybe put our artifact down like in the corner over here. Oh wait, but then oh yeah, that should be fine. Water. Okay. Cool. Anything interesting? The music is cool. There's like a dotted line where the raft goes. What's that? Well, that makes the raft. That extinguishes the door. Those are teleporters. There's our owlman. So it doesn't seem like there's anything to learn here, really. I mean, we could try to go inside the house and sneak around them, because it seems like it's harder for them to see us. Unless we get really close. There's also these buildings over here that they come out of. What am I hoping? I'm hoping that like he'll come out and go and the door's still open and I can go in there. But why do we even want to do that? That's probably silly. Let's see how close we can get to them. Ooh. He's an interesting shape. I wonder what we look like. Oh, we can't even see our feet. He's just code, right? And so are we. It's not his actual body. It's like a simulated body. This music they play in here is crazy. I felt like we got pretty close to that one guy and like he didn't see us till we were right in front of him. I don't even know what we're trying to do here. Yeah, the music stops when we get in here. Isn't that weird? Is there some way? He doesn't see us. Hey guys. I want to go up there. Don't know why. Do you see us? They're looking at me. Oh, they see us. Okay. Alright, well, we opened the door if we decided we want to go back there, but I don't think there's really anything else we can do there. And we saw the Matrix in the Starlight Cove. Maybe we go check out the Matrix in the Endless Canyon. And then we should go back to the subterranean lake and try to problem solve that light. Well, I didn't think about looking around for a light. Let's remember that. We're looking for a light in the ground. Wait, how vague and weird is that? Like there's just going to be some giant spotlight shining into the ground and we'll be like, wait, that's it. That's what we have to shut off. That doesn't seem right, does it? Oh wait, we want to go to the grove. I mean the gorge. Do we go this way? The thing is, to do a lot of stuff in the Endless Canyon, we have to like make that bridge. There's a lot we have to do. We're just experimenting. Where else could we go? Thing is, when we're in the Matrix, we can't like operate stuff like this because we don't have light. We don't have the artifact. What if we got on the raft? Think there's a way to get on the raft without holding our artifact? And like ride the raft in the Matrix? It could be cool. Okay. What happens if we do it right here? Not jump off. Okay. Yeah, the bridge is not here yet. That. Is that a hidden walkway? Oh, look at that. And that, wait, what is that walkway? Oh, that's to the Forbidden Archive, maybe? From that painting on the bottom floor? think that's what that is. Oh, we don't have to do all this bridge stuff. Oh, we could have done that the whole time. There's a secret. We need to remember where that is. There's a secret path this whole time down to this area. But we have to extinguish the light first. But can we go through here before we've done that? No. We have to extinguish the light first. I can't think of any benefit to doing that. We're kind of stuck over here. Is there anything else we would want to see in the matrix here? Is there any reason to... No, I mean, once we go over there, we can't even operate the elevator. Let's try to take the raft without the artifact and see what happens. It could be interesting. So how do I remember this? When there's a little drop off, then we can go. Man, that would have been nice to know. Yeah, we know about that walkway. Wait. Here, okay. Let's hope for the best. Nice. Okay, wait, we have to go straight at that. And what am I wanting to do? How can we get down there and get far enough away from the artifact, though? Huh? Okay. We strayed from the path. I don't think anything's going to come from riding the Matrix raft. But, like, I just want to see. Curiosity. Now, why did I lose the path? We're walking towards those lights, right? Okay. Yeah, there's no way for me to operate this without the artifact. Because the door shuts. We might have to go to a different area to try to get on a Matrix raft. Or I could set it down back here. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make the raft. We're gonna run. The one time we need a sprint button. Make it. Yeah. Okay, so we can't speed it up. We don't have a light. And we're stuck without our artifact down here. Goodbye, artifact. I wonder, like, if we'll be able to look down and see the subterranean lake. That'd be cool. It's getting dark. No. extinguish. I never noticed that. Oh. We extinguish the lights to the raft. It disappears? Is that useful in some way? I mean, it's always on water, and it's never good to go in water. Would that happen to us? We did it with this? Holding the artifact? Weird, right? There's another little green light out there. Yeah, there's always 4 candles on the raft. What's the benefit of... I guess it's just like a fancier way of dropping when you make it into the tunnel. Just turn the light off instead of jumping off. Or would that allow the raft to drop down there with us? We can use the raft down there somehow? We never looked at the matrix in here. Uh-oh. That was almost bad. Okay, I was going too fast. Let's try, when it gets dark, I'm going to extinguish this. Now. Oh no, the raft just disappears altogether. And the loop is ending. Okay. I can't think of any other Matrix adventures that we might want to go on. The loop is ending, so we're going to have to come back here. But this is our question. What are the symbols to stop this light from coming through? I mean, we just ran around in a bunch of areas. We didn't see any light shining down. We like triangulate where that would be based on these other forbidden archives. This is kind of telling us what areas are above, because these elevators lead to the other places that we came down in the forbidden archives. Starlight Cove. What's that one? The Lowlands? Or the Gorge? It would be adjacent to this building. Whichever one that's next to. Maybe there's a light there. Ugh. Let's see. Okay, wait, I have a question. And